Hey everybody, this is your boy Mr. Bronco Knight coming back at you with another review. Um, I just want to say thank you for all the people who have been viewing my Optimus Prime video, and it really means a lot to me to know that you guys have came back and seen my video as I promised. Yeah, like I said, I apologize about it being so far away. But I do gotta say though that it has been quite a ride throughout this whole year. Within the next within this week, near the end of the week, one of the two videos is gonna be posted. Which one of them is going to be none other than Studio Series Deluxe Class Autobot Mirage. Okay, so here we have Mirage in the packaging, and I honestly am looking forward to bringing him to the channel today. Now, Mirage, I don't know. I was kind of skeptical about him at first just because, I've only seen him like in the cartoon as well as Transformers Dark of the Moon back in 2011. However, with how he looks now, I think he looks pretty cool, especially in the movies. Now, we did get the mainline version, which I will post a picture right here. Yeah. Huh? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, I'm already liking this a lot more than the other one. I haven't gotten the mainline one, so I'm not too concerned about it. Though I may pick him up just to see, but yeah. Anyway, here we have Mr. Mirage himself in his glory in the box. And as you can see, that looks like a very nice head sculpture right there. Got a nice little picture of him. And I was kind of very surprised by how many people voted that actually wanted to see Mirage. So it's like, wow. I think everybody wanted to see him. So here is the side picture. And here is the back, which I'm actually kind of thrilled to, like I said before, to be having him. And, here we have an official licensed product because he is a Porsche sports car. I forgot what kind of Porsche it is. I'm pretty sure if you guys know, let me know down in the comments below and go from there. So he converts in 25 steps. Now, this will be the first time that I've ever actually had a Mirage here on the channel, so I literally have no idea what I'm going to be expecting. So, here is his robot and vehicle, obviously. And here is what is all included, including a backdrop. Now, in here's the one sentence bio. Mirage and Noah speed through the streets of New York to outrun the police. That was one of my favorite scenes from the movie. And here is a close-up image of Mr. Mirage himself, and he is a deluxe class. So, excuse me. Other than that, there's not much really to say about him, other than I think we need to get him out of the box and see how cool he really is. Alrighty, so we have Mirage out of the packaging, and I am not going to lie, he is much smaller than I thought he was going to be. I mean, that's not taking anything away from the figure itself. And I do want to point out that I already posted a video uh, on Thursday. So by the time this is out, it's already going to be Saturday, December 23rd. So yeah, I figure I might as well let you know right now that this is going to be one of the final two videos for remainder of this year. But I have more videos on the way, so don't even think for a second that I'm leaving. So anyway, let's see if I can zoom in. Let me see if I can actually bring that closer. And for the most part, he actually looks pretty cool. Now, I'm not gonna lie. The translucent plastic right here, I'm not a big fan of, just because it would lead to potential problems in the future. But you know, I can't relatively fault the figure for that. Let me see. You got a nice, very nice head sculpture right there. Um, Let me pull him to the side. And then we're going to zoom back out. And here is the removable backdrop that comes with Mr. Mirage. Now, this takes place at a garage in Brooklyn when Noah was trying to get money with the help from Reeks, or I believe it's Reek or Reeks. I don't remember what the name was, so don't quote me on it. But anyway, this scene right here, I actually thought was funny, especially with him and Mirage, especially with Noah and Mirage trying to evade the police after Noah kind of broke into Mirage. So I always find that kind of funny how when he broke into, he was kind of hesitant. And then he heard Optimus over the radio saying like calling all Autobots to roll out. And as you can see on this side, we got Studio Series 105 and the Transformers logo plus the title, Rise of the Beast. So if you want that, you can display them like him, or yeah. And let's bring the figure back in. Let me lower my camera down just a little bit. Let me zoom in on him. And here we finally have Mr. Mirage. And you know, one thing that you already probably have noticed is that there's a lot of kibble. Now, I can't really, like I said, I can't fault the figure for that because, where are they supposed to put it? Where are they supposed to, store it? I mean, his robot mode doesn't look half bad, actually. Whoops. I mean, his legs kind of look ugly, but then again. But I mean, other than that, you can mess with it and, gets try to make it to where it stands a little more. There we go. So kind of like this, where it's not exactly where it's like kind of like sideways a little bit, move or tilt to the side a little bit, so that way it stays in place. He does come with a little arm cannon right here, which doesn't look too bad, but I'm not. I kind of wish there was a little bit of paint on it since the box it had it like silver. But I have ordered a upgrade kit, kind of like an upgrade kit to go with Mirage. So it's gonna come with a couple of new arm cannons and plus a new design for the chest. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna see there's this little post where Mr. Mirage's arm is, and then you're gonna insert it like so. Oh, whoops. And then you're gonna. There we go. So then you got the nice little arm cannon, which, like I said, it looks pretty cool. But I mean, it could, like I said, it could be a little bit better. But I mean, what can you do? It's kind of like with my Studio Series Optimus Prime. It only came with, excuse me, one sword and one little mini arm cannon, which the upgrade kit that I got, I will be showcasing here very soon. The main upgrade kit that I got was supposed to be for the Studio Series 38 Optimus Prime, which I recently gave away to someone. So, and he only liked the gun from the Studio Series Optimus Prime, and not any of the other accessories that came with it. So, let's go ahead and pull this out. There we go. Okay, so articulation wise, his head can go up that far, but it can't really move too much. His head can move that far and can move that far as well. It's kind of tight. And then you got the arm here, which can go a full 360 and go up that far and go down that far. And there is some elbow movement right up here at the elbow, plus about 90 degrees of elbow right down here at this joint, and wrist articulation. Now there is a little bit of waist rotation, however, because of the way the figure is, it kind of restricts it. So his foot can go out, can kick up that far, and then can kick out back that far, and can only go about out that far before stuff gets in the way. And same goes for over here. And you also do get some pivot right here in the leg region. And then you also got this little movement right up here as well, which is in fact due to transformation. So overall, not too bad. I mean, he can get some really good poses, but he is a little more more top heavy, or back heavy, I should say. So you would have to adjust him so that way you're able to get the pose that you want. So, but other than that, yeah, there you go for that part, I guess. Alrighty, so now it is time for some comparisons. And one of the first figures that I'm going to be doing a comparison with is one of the favorites, none other than Voyager Cheetor. I can't really exactly make the recreation of it, just because it's a little bit complex, but I'm pretty sure Prime versus Prime has actually, I believe he has done it, so which I think it kind of almost makes sense. So there's Cheetor. Here we have Optimus Primal. And as I said in my last video for Optimus Prime, I got Optimus Primal, the leader class, on the way. So he's going to be part of the new series coming up for next year, which I haven't sure what I want to call the series yet, but I'm really looking forward to it. Here we have the big bad villain of Rise of the Beast. Let me get this up. Terracon leader Scourge. And I actually like the simple fact that, I was very sad about this scene right here when Mirage was taking on Scourge, to know that he, like, I don't know if Mirage knew that he wasn't going to be able to beat Scourge, but I think what he wanted to mainly do was just distract him while the Autobots and Maximals were going after the Terracons to try to get Scourge onto the battlefield. And sadly, we all know what happens. But in the end, I'm glad that he ended up coming back thanks to Noah's help. So I'm looking forward to seeing him again in the next movie. And last but not least, here we have none other than the leader himself, Optimus Prime. Yeah. And that's him all weaponized. And mind you, this was part of the upgrade kit for 38. So in a separate video, I will be showcasing this plus some new accessories. Some of the added accessories that were added on to that, so that way it makes this guy pop more. So there's that. Okay, so now there's only one thing left to do, and that is the transformation from robot to vehicle. I will say I've done this a couple times, and it is a little bit tricky, but it is doable. However, there are some spots in there where you have to pay close attention to, or else it's going to be a nightmare. And I'm going to show that here when we do the transformation. So, I don't even know why. Okay, so to begin, what you're going to do is you're going to lift this up. Okay, so this is actually on a hinge, so you're going to pull this out, and you're going to go like so. And then what you're going to do is you're going to pull these out, and you're going to straighten them out like so. Do it like so for the other side. And then straighten up the head. And then you're going to pull these down just a little bit, so there's enough clearance. And then what you're going to do is you're going to make that loose, sound like so. So that way it's doing like so. Now, here's where it gets a little bit tricky. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to extend this up like so. And it's stiff, so you might have to apply a little bit of pressure on. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go like so, and you'll see like right in that little groove, you want it to keep going until it actually snaps, and you can actually see it snap. Okay. So, what should we do next? Let's see. What I want to do next is turn these around 180 and just pull these in. Or actually, leave them out, but just turn them around like so. So that way they're out of the way. And then what we're going to do next is we're going to push those in. So, okay, so like that. And then I'm just going to pull that down. And there's this little tab that's going to go right into there. And then same as on the other side. There we go. Then we're going to clip that in. Lock that in. And just give everything a nice little push. And there you go. So there's the front part. Now here is where it tends to get very, very tricky. Alright, so first, you're going to come like so. So that way they're looking like this. And with this, there is a little tab that I'm not sure if you can see it. So there we go. Perfect. So that's how it's supposed to look. There's a little tab inside here that you will hear, and it's a pain in the neck trying to do. So what do we do next? Let's see. So we're gonna have the windows like so. Okay. And then what you're going to want to do is you want to swing this around. Move that out of the way. And then have it like so. So you're going to do the exact same thing for the other side. Well, move this out of the way first. Then move that. And then like so. Now just going to start lining up the stuff. And like I said before, it's a painful process, but all in all, it's going to be worth it. Now here's where it tends to get a little bit tricky. Is you're going to want to come at an angle for this. Like that. And then you're going to move the wheel which this thing tends to be a bit of a pain in the butt. But it is, like I said before, it is doable. And then, like I said before, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to angle it. There we go. And then start lining up the stuff. Yeah, you probably. I know some. I know there's others who have probably had problems like this before. So just be persistent. If you have to, take a break from it. And there we go. Okay. Okay, so here's where I was saying is that sometimes it you don't want to put too much pressure, but at the exact same time you have to. And then here's where the tricky part comes in. We're pretty much at the home stretch, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna. There we go. Okay, there we go. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna push these in like so. But first, whoops, what we're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to, whoops, make it so that way it's flush. And there are two tabs that will go into some slots right in here. You can barely see them. And like I said, these things are a pain. Where is... When is there? Oh, okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, so what's going on is that there are a couple slots that you have to put in, which tend to make... Okay, so it just basically ignores that, and so there's basically a little tab. There we go. There we go. There we go. So sometimes what I so since that had to happen, what I pretty much had to do was just pull these off, which they're on pegs, so all we just have to do is just stick them back on. And There's a couple of slots. It's a hollow point, and then you can push this guy in there. Anyway, I'm not going to mess with it too much. But when you're done, here you have Studio Series Deluxe Class Mirage in his vehicle mode. Alrighty, so yeah, as you can see from that part of the video, the transformation is a little bit it was a little bit overly complex. However, the reward is that you get a nice little Porsche. Now, I don't know if this is what's supposed to look like, but there we go. There we go. I'm pretty sure that I mess up on the transformation somehow, but you know, it's not a bad looking representation of Mirage. And you got some nice metallic silver as well as blue racing stripe right down here, as well as on the back here. And I don't know, focus. There we go. So you can barely see it, but right there is a little all but symbol, and I thought that was kind of cool. And so this is how the can is supposed to be stored underneath the vehicle mode. So, yeah. And like I said before, if you also want me to do a a reverse transformation, let me know on some of these figures, and I will be more than happy to do that for you. And as you can see, it rolls really well. So, and it literally has no problems rolling out. So yeah. And like I said before, this looks a heck of a lot better than what the original Mirage looked like. So there you go. Alrighty, so I guess the only thing that is left to do now is some comparison shots. Now I only have a few of them that are still in vehicle mode because those ones I've been using for vehicle mode more as of late. I'm not sure why I've been doing it, but it makes sense. So here we go. I'll set you off to the side. First, we're going to be showing sideways, just to show how he looks like. And without the cannon here on for sideways, Mirage looks like he is just a little bit longer. Here we have Hot Rod. And last but not least, here we have Crosshairs. So, there you go. Alrighty, so for my final thoughts on today's video review on this guy, I cannot recommend him enough. He is, like I said for in the video, he is a little bit complex. However, the overall end result is worth it. And he looks a lot better than what some of the promo shots look like, but I guess we will see. Now, like I said, I do not have the mainline Mirage, but you know, it is what it is, and I prefer this one over anything else. So if you end up finding him, good luck and get him while you're able to, because he's one of those, just like the Optimus Prime one that I recently reviewed. He is hard to come by. The ones that are going to be hard to come by is Nightbird, Mirage, and Optimus Prime. So, but other than that, I think that's pretty much it for today's episode. So I want to say thank you for tuning in. And this is the Bronco Knight saying to all R1, never give up on your dreams, because one day it may come true. And this is the Bronco Knight. I'll talk to you later.